can't play as crazy without an enchanter in his back pocket. But it does give him a tremendous amount of burst here. The ability to really dive into those back lines. And it's going to be
for an extended fight. Berserker rotates over first. C9 still just looking to force down this Drake. They want to keep Pioshik away. They don't want to risk some kind of a coin flip. They've secured the Drake, but can anything go back the other way for Team Liquid? CoreJJ goes in, uses his flash to trade away from
Sion.
Sion joins up in the fight. That's Yawn going to be forced to flash away. Follow-up coming out from Fudge. They find the decimating smash. They find Yawn. They find first blood for Berserker.
But he is on the crown of the Shattered Queen. He went for that defensive mythic here against this hard engage. Nice scatter!
Oh, look at that. CoreJJ has to disengage now after looking for the engage there. Harry's chasing Blabber into the back. Wants to find the damage onto the Viego, but not quite going to get it just yet. Summit's teleported in, and Fudge has found his way here with the ultimate. Harry's taken low, and Berserker takes him out. Now you got Summit on the front line, but he doesn't have any firepower behind him. Core already used the cooldowns looking for the engage, and now Summit's got to walk away. Yawn and CoreJJ separated. Pioshik looking for the kill on M&S. He's going to find it, but he won't get anything else. Team Liquid, 3v.
Try to get to that back line. They do eventually kill M&S off, but it was so many resources committed to actually getting it.
And Blabber's just farming his camps, moving back up to the other end of the jungle as Berserker's been left on wave clear duty here at the mid lane tier 1 turret. Unfortunately for C9, not a lot of HP left on that one, so needs to go back to base. Meanwhile, 10 seconds on the Drake spawning as Fudge, his back gets interrupted, and now he's going to be jumped on by enough players from Team Liquid to potentially even kill him. Gets kicked away from the wall he wanted to flash over, but then still is able to flash for the safety of his teammates further up the river. The Herald is sound of the Shattered Queen, so any initial burst is going to be drastically reduced, even if they do get on top of him. Fudge frontlining here, just trying to control anybody in his way. Scatter the Weak from M&S comes out, nice connect onto Yawn. They immediately force out the ulti, but Blabber can't get away. He can't use the Heartbreaker in time, and it means that Team Liquid pops the Viego. But now the is there, and CoreJJ is immediately killed. Team Liquid has the fun, and Berserker's got his gun. He's gonna take out everybody, make it a double. Is he gonna get the triple? Not quite yet. Cloud9, they might have lost their jungler, but they paid him back in blood.
Yeah, that was huge. It was a good initial reaction there from TL. As Blabber W flashes in for the stun, they're trying to get really aggressive here on Yawn. They're able to land the initial stun, and then they want to go for the follow-up for the 100-0. The scatter lands, Blabber, flash W, but there is the cleanse, there is the CC, charm W. They don't have the setup. Cloud9 again dominating in that regard. Fudge is deep in the enemy jungle, making sure there's no way that they can actually move up. You can see M&S, as well as Ven, as well as Fudge, are all kind of covering their bases. They just have a couple people on that dragon. They're making sure no one can sneak in for a steal. And we're now at Soul.
Pioshik using the elite. Sven flashing the Pepega frog back at his opponent for that kick. As we do have Team Liquid losing their tier 2 here in the top lane. Can't get anybody over there in time to stop it. And Summit, further away from the rest of the team, is again going to be soaking a lot of damage. He survives for the time being, but C9 is throwing everything at him to make sure that he doesn't get away all the way. Summit still at about 100 HP, and Fudge gets the kill. Team Liquid now with a full disengage. Harry's trying to cut the wave, make it.
He's going to be hard to kill it and actually fight through. And he just got his IE, by the way, so he's on his ultimate power spike. Summit has no flash. He could just be in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, Summit's just taking a lot of damage. Blabber getting hit by a couple of spells here, too. Down to about half HP. Defensive ulti back over the wall from the C9 jungler. Summit's down to, man, like 30%. Not a whole lot left in the tank, and M&S just executes him with the Syndra ulti. Remember, that's part of the ult now.
Yeah, gonna be able to get that kill. Nicely done. And now C9 are onto this. They gotta get in there, but Pioshik's not even close. The soul's just gonna be gone, but they're looking for the fight.
CoreJJ tried to go in, but he's
for picks, and Pioshik there does show, so they know where he is. They actually connect the scatter.
Pioshik trying to do anything to maintain some sort of a possible angle to steal this away. They know they need some sort of a miracle steal. Harry goes in and finds a kill on Sven. That's a good start, but they need to find more. Team Liquid's bringing the backup, and Summit has re-arrived. The Baron is at 3,000 HP, 2,000 HP. Pioshik goes into the pit. Team Liquid are thinking about maybe stealing it away, but now they gotta be careful. The team's all split up. Berserker's gonna be focused, but Yawn's gonna be killed. It's Blabber taking the kill as Yawn dies. Summit dies, Core dies, Team Liquid dies, and
doesn't have the damage to punish. if Summit had his flash from earlier, when Pyosik went in the pit, it was at 2K, but he just didn't have the time to actually get it down while his team was losing that team.
A scatter that would land pretty much guarantees the kill. Team Liquid does not have the cleanse available for their Xayah. Even though Jan has his ulti, if he just gets chain CC'd straight to death, there's no way he's going to get a chance to use it. Fudge, meanwhile, maintaining split pressure here in mid. The Scion up to about 5,000 HP now.
Dang.
Teleport from a long way away from
right
Harry.
here.
This is the Hail Mary from Team Liquid. They're saying this is how we do it. This is pretty much our only chance. Summit's gonna walk over. The tier 3 turret is not gonna last long enough. CoreJJ tries to go in. He's just stunned up, has to run back. Fudge ready to finish him off, and he grabs the kill for the killing spree. Jan is all the way in retreat, and Pyosik tries to cover his exit, but the weak are scattered, and Cloud9 are looking to end the game. Jan and Pyosik run back to the tier 3 as Harry goes into the back line only to die. Blabber takes the kill on him, and M&S looks for another execution, this time on the top laner. C9 gets it done as soon as they get the Baron. M&S zones away the remaining 2 players, and the Nexus turrets are next in line. Jan tries to defend, but he's stuck back in the spawn platform. Team Liquid may have taken down FlyQuest, but C9's a whole different beast, and they're gonna take the win in 20. Something that's just like completely...
Oh, Galio works too.
Yeah, Galio, it's not wowy, but it's a wow.
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 Yeah, kind of cool.
That's okay.
Like,
Sure.
hey,
It's
so
time for some Alcove gaming. Can
oh,
we see the pet?
3v3 though, but IMT are
They just immediately snap engage from Ayla, but they don't immediately get the burst on Tactical. Now Spica's the one in trouble. That time the counterattack works for Immortals. They might look for even more. Kenvi wants to go in, but the stun doesn't quite have the range. He doesn't hit the vault break.
moving up Tactical should be their dragon.
All right, Immortals. Let's see this secure. Should be nothing to it. There it is. All right, Kenvi with the secure. Immortals with
Already moved up Ayla, so there is potential for a 4v4 here.
both AD carries are still in bottom lane. Nice charm comes out from Vikla to hit Revenge. But the reinforcements from Balulu are not enough. Revenge is killed first, and Impact takes the credit. Now you're gonna get a counter kill coming in as Spica falls over. Kenvi wants to grab the possession, take the body, flashes out, goes for the Vault Breaker on Impact, who's isolated on the wrong side of the river. Looking for maybe an angle here on Revenge, give Impact a little bit more edge. But it's IMT back on the Herald. Should be another eyeball proc here. Never mind, we're just gonna get a fight. They run in, and Ayla is the first to explode as Kenvi stays alive thanks to the reset. Prince has to flash back over the wall, and the top laners have joined the fight. Revenge wants to go in on Spica, who's now stuck, but he gets back over the wall. Not far enough, and he can't reach the blast cone in time.
All at once in the first moment of the fight, right? Or potentially you're gonna get all hit by the Galio, all taunted, all hit by the Xayah, etc.
Fleshy with the flash over the wall, the engage onto Ayla. They kill Rakan, break up bot.
They follow it up. They had great CC chain down there onto Ayla. They do get that kill, but it's going to be a lot of one-way trips for Spica, right? He has to be the initial person engaging, and if everyone dives in at the same time...
What on earth was going on there? That looked way too close. Kenvi's gonna get killed, and now we got a 2v2 here for the follow-up. Balulu goes in. They're looking to chain CC Spica, and that'll allow them to trade the junglers.
Spica is kind of threatening the zoning. Vikla's up here, so they should be able to get some gold. We'll see if he can actually get that gold spent and TP down towards Dragon, or if they're going to be willing to actually just give this up. Either way, it is a trade, as we see Balulu taking down a tower of his own on the bottom side.
Yeah.
And now, you know, a nice little trade there from mid lane, but look at over the wall!
Oh, Tactical just gets destroyed. That's what I'm talking about when you
From Tactical's pro view, to see how little time he actually had to react, because very likely his camera is down on Prince watching those members, and then all you've got Kraken PD. They're not expecting a 20-minute Baron. This is gone, unless Kenvi checks instantly.
And unfortunately for him, it's not in time. FlyQuest sneak.
Look at this TP. This TP is so far away.
It's long range.
Is this like a delayed thing where he's going to hide for the dragon and then try to look for flank? I think it is.
Yeah. He has to get in range to be able to join up with the rest of the team, though, because it's looking like he's not near the Drake at all. They're going to find him. Yeah, Prince is just soloing down the Drake. They're like, we don't even need our jungler here. We'll just take it like that. So unfortunately for Immortal, get it? Spica's now isolated. Okay. He'll see Balulu. Prince is still behind. Spica wants to charge away. The plan works out after a long, long time. Yeah. But they end up just trading a kill on Spica for a teleport and a Drake. Now, if they can get Prince, then maybe we're talking about something. Revenge goes in, stun comes out, taunt goes through, Justice Punch lands, damage goes, there it is. Enough to take him to 0. Shutdown, over to Revenge.
Good. You know, Vi and Kaisa and Ari are all there. You can CC someone 100 to 0. And they're just gonna look for a chunk here.
Pika jumps in on Balulu. They've got the Scion coming around from the other way. Just passing through. Gets the ulti out of Tactical, though, and that's going to be huge for the follow-up fight. If it happens...
But Tactical can't enter. This positioning's so bad. He's got no ult. How does he play?
Cannot fire on anybody. They've already lost their jungler, but now Pika can find the engage on the Immortals AD carry. FlyQuest trying to regroup and find the way back on a Tactical now. As you can see, Vikla escaping to the top side of the fight, but Tactical fights back. Balulu was able to reinforce them, and Revenge was dealing with everyone off to the side. IMT are holding on. Impact stuck in no man's land. We'll try to use a decimating smash, get something here. Should just be able to kill him off. Nobody died of a dead body.
Kill, which not only got them the advantage of the fight, it also, by proxy, kept Tactical alive.
Immortals is not willing to go quietly on this one.
They're just going to start this up, though. This feels very risky.
Yeah, I think they just want FlyQuest to come towards them so they can try to do their counter-engage plan. Impact is going to go in first, and Fleshy's going to get bursted down. Vikla takes that kill, and now Balulu's looking for the ult. Prince is low. Revenge wants to kill him, but he can't quite find the damage. Now he solos him out. Balulu finds a total to 3. Immortals, his team fighting FlyQuest, but FlyQuest are better at team fighting. Immortals collapse, and FlyQuest march to victory, hunting down the last man. A triple kill to Vikla, and the Ari lands the charm to guarantee the last one. It's all over except the last couple notches of the health bar.
Down. The taunt lands there on a Balulu, but then Vikla just steps forward and is actually able to finish off Tactical, who's already very low. I'm not sure if that... It was actually really well played by Tactical as well. I think most people, when they see the Ari flying in there, would just insta-press their ult. But he actually just trusted in his mechanics. He sidesteps the charm, does stay alive, so he still has the ulti available, which he may need now.
Oh no, he's just gonna die before he gets to use it. They're too fed with the Ari, and FlyQuest are looking real good in this fight. Impact CC'd everybody. Balulu and Revenge want to get something, but the only thing they're gonna get's an obituary. It's Spica picking up the 1 on Balulu. It's FlyQuest getting 4 for nothing, and now they're just walking it down mid lane.
Yeah, and they could potentially just end the game here. We'll see how far they want to go. The minions are now arriving, and they've just been tanking it up. They are pushing in here. I think they could end. Let's see if they want to go for it.
It's game. They've got way too much damage. Mages win fed with a ton of AP, just absolutely melt through turrets. Prince is still alive. This thing's gonna crumble. Revenge is trying to stop him, but the tank Kisante just melts. That'll do it. Immortals put up a fight, but FlyQuest proved too great of a challenge. Tactical can't do anything as he respawns, and that means FlyQuest are about to grab their 12th win, and they'll do it in 33 minutes.
They have 3 bruisers in Kalista.
Yeah, okay.
4 bruisers.
Contracts is going by, they're flexing the Gragas into mid.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For the easier matchup.
Yeah.
Which is good.
All right, I'm sensitive.
Both of those players, as I said, you know, and as they talked about in draft, it's like this is a Luger 1v9 or you lose, very likely, unless they just get monstrously ahead, like comically ahead everywhere else. So everyone knows that, everyone has to play around it, but FBI and Vulcan doing a really good job creating that advantage so far on that bottom side. If they haven't already gotten a plate, they're probably about to get one. Yeah, they already did knock off 1 plate from that bottom lane tower, so gonna be in a good spot.
Ooh, Palafox versus Ryoma. We jump back down to bottom lane. Come on, I gotta see what happened mid. Okay, Palafox is low, gets back underneath the turret. The dive in bottom is a first blood for the Varus. It'll be traded 1 for 1.
Okay.
FBI for Luger, but the
towards their win conditions down in bottom lane. Just the nice thing for EG is that EG has more of a fallback plan here.
Oh, and they changed these.
Beautiful. Further and further behind. And after your support dies there, you can't actually stay around to click the farm. You just have to say, all right, I go back to base. So really, really rough as we see Palafox proactive plays. Utilize all their playmaking, all their engage. Oh no,
dude. He's
see you later.
Yeah, they're gonna wait on the Poppy charge. They give FBI the money.
Right, and I just think that's clever stuff. CLG gonna try to look. He does have body slam flash.
Okay, goes for the body slam, throws out the ulti. Vulcan with a step back, but now EG's ready to counter him. This is a slaughter. CLG is shut down constantly. Inspired taken low, but Ryoma's made his way into the bottom lane now too. Vulcan targeted by the depth charge of Poom as Ryoma continues to hold CLG at bay. And formation of evil geniuses make it so you can knock one of these archers into the front line to a more vulnerable spot. Inspired wants to yeet him away, but it's still going to be a Drake for the side of CLG. It will be a sacrificial jungler. They cannot kill the support as well because CLG does have Kalista, so Luger can save Poom, but it'll be the Drake traded away for a single kill. You can see total gold on the left side of your screen. It's still all EG, FBI way out ahead of everybody else, and now we'll see what they can get with the death onto contracts. No, FBI may have been caught here. Dokla's gonna knock him back. That is a massive punish right there. Huge Ashe duo. Palafox just trying to clear the wave so the Azir and the Ashe can't force down the turret. Unfortunately, it's a cannon wave. Gragas is great at clearing away.
It's more range than you do.
And this top side is not long for the world as EG rotates more players. Just trying to keep these guys away, but Palafox looks for it, finds the knock onto Vulcan, but FBI ends up only being knocked to safety. The Herald is summoned. That'll take out the tier 1. CLG, the remaining 4 players, trying to approach as a unit, but again, Someday zoning everybody away.
Oh, nice buffer.
Nice use of the buffer there, coming out from Dokla as they go over the wall, and now they're going to look for Ryoma, but he shuffles contracts back. The junglers are fighting it out, but Poom is now the target. He's going to be pulled to safety by Luger. Inspired is stuck in the pit, and now Dokla's the one with no way out. He tries to get away. He blast cones. He lives somehow, and that means EG still has to chase him down. But they've got control over the Drake. They've got control over the health bars. They won the fight, even though, there it is. Ryoma finally picks off the kill.
Yeah, Ryoma Palafox to scoop in Ryoma, but unfortunately the ulti came through too late from Vi to follow up. Then he gets scooped over the wall.
Jungle of EG right now, mostly just covering for Palafox, seeing if they can steal away a camp or two in the process. They'll grab that tier 1 turret in the top lane.
Basically every single wave, Ash can look for an ult, and it's such a low cost to be able to throw that out. Because it's no risk, right? That's a great thing about engaged tools like Ashe Arrow, is you can be 2 screens away, throw that out, you don't hit, no problem. Just 30 seconds. Incredibly effective when there's not multiple people you have to worry about. You know, EG can be able to grab another dragon here for themselves.
Soul point.
Cloud's just having to rinse and repeat what they're looking for. They're going to try to find an engage here. Can they find the angle for the Ashe Arrow?
Ashe Arrow comes out, flash away from contracts, but it means Poom is the one getting caught now. He gets shuffled back into E.
Or they can elect to actually go for it. So they got the TP, so now it's decision time. Do EG actually stick on the Baron, or are they just going to pull off?
They seem to be keeping with it at a slow pace. Someday goes in first, and you got contracts into the back, but he's all alone. Vi takes a one-way ticket to hell, and FBI's the one making sure he gets there. CLG tries to fight him, but EG has not only fought back, they maintained aggro the entire time. They'll take the Baron and see what they can get away with. Palafox wants to pick up one after it. Inspired denies it, and there goes the Tommy gun.
And FBI and Roma, they're having a great time, so this could be the last hurrah here. We'll see.
Okay,
I don't know
CLG wants to send it, but man, Azir's Sundisk is so good. These sorts of situations, playing against Azir versus any other champion in the game is very different because of the Sundisk, because of the ability to guarantee that you have that forward operating base and they can't just run it.
Absolutely, it becomes so tough. CLG are still here though. They're going to look for a fight. They know this game is falling completely out of reach, but Ryoma doing a good job marking them. Just put up the wall of soldiers, and here comes Sion.
Someday makes sure that he cuts through CLG and puts himself between Luger and any valuable targets. EG's just saying, all right, if you guys want to be behind us, your next is in front. What is going on? I'm having flashbacks to Worlds from a couple years ago and Huang Feng in the base with the Jin, but instead it's CLG going in with Palafox. They're looking for some of the kills that they might actually need. FBI's already killed Luger. Yes, Vulcan will drop, but CLG needs to get more. The shutdown on FBI. Dokla is going big, but can he go all the way? They need to take out Ryoma, but they haven't quite found him yet. Poom needs the last bit of damage, and he'll finally find it as Inspired and Someday stand versus Contracts and Poom. Palafox working to rejoin the fight, but Contracts and Poom can't keep him around long enough. Now they'll make their way down to the Drake because Soul for EG is alive. Poom gonna separate himself there with a blast cone. Inspired and Someday still trying to beat down Contracts. Halifax joined up. Inspired just beats Contracts over the head with the hammer, and now he's over the wall with the flash. Now they want Poom 2, 2v3.
Where's your damage,
Evil
CLG?
geniuses are just smacking him around. The
All
minions.
the carries, but it is Soul for EG. It is an inhibitor tower down, and it is Vulcan and FBI hunting for Luger, who has no cleanse. Oh, okay, got it.
That was coming around, but everybody else is disengaged. Contracts goes in alone. Now getting himself back out with his flash. Someday's ready for the re-engage. Poom and Dokla could be the targets. Poom wants to find the depth charge. He's pulled to safety by Luger. Can they get the kill they need on the FBI? He's protected for now. CLG looking to bury the 80 carry, and they got him. But at what price? They've lost Contracts and Dokla, but they killed FBI. Luger's still alive, but EG are a man ahead and 8,000 gold up.
It was a great set of plays there from CLG to actually, if they mark you, there's just no way in, so EG will guarantee it.
Look, man, if I'm worried about Gragas stealing the Baron away, I just look at his head. If he's not wearing a hat, I don't care, because my Smite's gonna beat him. And Palafox has a very defensive build. It's a Zonia's, it's an Archangel's into a Seraph. Palafox will always look for the flank. Contracts knows he needs to ult one of these valuable targets. Is it Azir? Is it Varus? Has to be one of them.
Look at all the damage he did to him.
Someday,
Wow.
I think Someday hurts himself when, or not Someday, Contracts
Yeah.
hurts himself when he attacks Someday.
Yeah, I think if Someday goes AFK, Contracts will lose the 1v1 to a Thornmail. I'm with you on that one.
It's unlucky.
It is unlucky. It happens, man. But they couldn't hold top, and that's where everyone was. And mid lane has already been prepped up here by Someday, so EG will continue the march forward here. CLG are going to try to have to pick their moment, find that miracle engage. But now there's an Edge of Night on FBI, so you can't even look for that downtown Nautilus ult to set it up.
Poom and Dokla both losing half HP as they try to defend their second inhibitor. Third inhibitor now under fire. Poom had to be saved by Luger already. CLG trying to make their defense. They go in with Contracts ulti, but he's killed instantly. Poom barely holding on through a shield. Dokla's next and alone in the middle of 4. Nobody on EG is down. Ryoma goes in, but he will not find the Emperor's Divide on any target. CLG's remaining 2 players stay alive only because of the fountain, and all 5 EG guys are ready to push the final Nexus turret. As the first one falls, EG have stuck CLG back into their fountain. They will not allow them to leave. They won't allow them to get anything else. They're still trying to pad the stats. Chains of Corruption flies out. Gragas gets interrupted.
It's the slaughter.
And Evil Geniuses get their 10th win of spring.
EG.
Supplement double ifs DPS output towards the late game for their team fights. And this is one of the more spicy ones. I really preferred the matchup here for Talia into Azir, top of the gold charts at the moment, and is going to remain there as Dignitas will trade the Rift Herald topside for that. You know your enemy has vision of is really, really, really strong.
They want to bait it. Emperor's Divide comes out, but then they turn tail right onto Ignar, and they know that his flash is down. First blood for Closer and 100 Thieves.
Whole plan as it was being formed, and it gets completely turned around.
It has to be a flash maybe from Armut here, but Tenacity low on mana. Does he have the damage to match up against this big crocodile? Looking for the body slam, but he's got the W as well. Yes, he does! Milan is on like yesterday and today now. It seems like the direction is all aligned. The engage from Ignar sets it up, but Busio, great timing with that stopwatch. Baits Dignitas in once again, and Tomo has nowhere else to run. He's got a flash, but he knows he's dead to rights anyway.
Use the ulti into Blade Caller, no problem.
We got more fighting here. Bjergsen is keeping them as much back possible. Busio forced the flash, is burning down to the ignite. Closer turns it around, looks for the Tenacity body slam into flash, connects it onto Santorin. Closer can't get close enough to look for the reset in his passive. Jensen follows up on Ignar's hook to take out Tenacity, and Closer finally gets to take a piece of the crocodile, but the rest of 100 Thieves walk on out.
And guess what? They're going to get that right for Dragon as well. The timing on this play, right before Dragon spawns, 100 Thieves get the extra person, jungler plus top laner down. There is a teleport about to come off cooldown for Armut, so if he could teleport to the tower, if they can delay this for Santorin to get there, all that Dignitas need to do is buy some time.
And Closer's way too low. Tomo's threatening him. He has flash, and he was playing aggressively, but on the left side, huge Emperor's Divide from Jensen, but it does not stop Bjergsen's damage from shattering him down. Double kill for Bjergsen.
W has Renekton, and he stuns the Gragas. He self-roots for the W. And it's just another dead. but Immortals towards the end as well. Definitely a winnable one for them. So Bjergsen going to finish up on the bottom side tower, and the Taliyah solo tower here. On top of that, it did pass objective bounties, so a little bit more. The name of the game now if you lose by 3k gold that early on. 100 Thieves very happy. Gold off of the ward kill.
It's dangerous in these jungle quadrants, especially when you don't have full vision, but 100 Thieves are going to be the one that presses the assault here. But Bjergsen is isolated. Santorn and Jensen trying to turn around, but Bjergsen flashes away to safety. Repositioning from 100 Thieves as they turn tail right onto Ignar. Body slam flash connects. He looks for the explosive cast, but now Tenacity's deep into the heart of it all, and he's got no backup. Dignitas collapsed beautifully.
You only need one person to take your dragon, 400 Thieves. You can easily check them off of it. They are so far behind in items. They are not going to be able to burn through it that quickly to really put the pressure on you. So 100 Thieves, they're actually going to hard shove mid and get the Taliyah wall cut.
Flash and Gale Force use out of Tomo. He's not going to have that flash for the next few minutes, so 100 Thieves can always look to counteract and play off of that.
And I think it's a good call from Dignitas to just say, hey, let's get another objective bounty here. Jensen goes hard pushing on top side. I don't know if he's actually going to have enough time to finish the top turret. That thing is worth a nice 800 gold plus the objectives and start to really rally the hopes of the Dignitas faithful here.
Even if you don't finish the Baron, you just want to turn and force the fight where you have the stat advantage. 100 Thieves now looking for the engage. They get a flash out of Santorn just thanks to grand entrance from Busio. Closer's on the left side flank, and he knows that Jensen doesn't have Ember's Divide from the earlier jungle invade. Closer flashing forward, takes out the heart of Dignitas as Jensen is now
of the team. He picks up the straggler there. Classic lurker. Closer on defense side.
There you go.
Able to pick Jensen as he's trying to rotate over to the right and threaten those picks that you have with the Rakan, with the Gragas into this Taliyah. So bottom tower number one, rotate over towards top tower, then kind of contract back. He completes his IE. This is the second tower I was talking about. Get this one, and then you fully control this jungle leading up to the dragon. Very dangerous now. Santorin trying to lead the charge quickly. If they can push during a reset from 100... Oh.
They have to know. They have to know, right? I mean, the Santorn face checks that he's the tankiest member, but he's just going to get bursted out before anyone else from Dignitas can fire back for a response. Bjergsen goes golden, keeps himself alive. Jensen still has no flash. He's looking for it, but they interrupt him, so he only sweeps up one, and the rest of Dignitas fall.
They sweep this entire jungle to make sure there is no opening. You get no Hail Mary. There's no chance of a steal.
No miracles
To march through the secondary turret here. Wave clear for Dignitas.
Looking for the initial pick. Glacial Prison from Santorn only stops Bjergsen momentarily before he gets bursted down. Jungle is gone for Dignitas. 100 Thieves pressing the charge, fishing for more damage. Double steps forward, forced to use the Feather Storm, but he gets the kill on Jensen anyway. He knew what he was doing as Closer looks for the Arctic Assault into flash. And beautiful knockup from Busio. That's our most valuable prospect right there, baby, from last summer. 100 Thieves outclassed Dignitas in a beautiful game and a beautiful finish.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he's doing as he's taking tower shots. You know what's coming. The ult into Blade Caller. Double lift rips this game away. 100 Thieves, another impressive win. This one just marching straight to victory. All right, Santorin, here we go.
Okay, miracle defense. Double lift super low. Maybe someone goes down. Oh, but 100 Thieves are not going to let Dignitas have any of it whatsoever. Death Timer's coming up for Dignitas, but they should be able to rail down the Nexus. 100 Thieves with a clean finish over Dignitas.
Stuff. Of course, it wasn't going to come through. The Cho'Gath makes sense. This front line, very heavy physical damage on the side of Golden Guardians. So, you know, if you can kind of get through some of these camps thinking that they're left up, we'll
Maybe
see what he
looking
tries
for a
to do.
pick. I mean, you have that burst advantage over Viego at this stage in the game, whereas Boogie needs a few more levels before he can match up to that burst of River. But he's going to look for mid lane, and that's the classic setup. You throw down the cage, you force Gory to flash away. A little bit of damage, but it should not be a kill.
Whoa.
I don't think, right? Oh, that was close.
Yeah, meanwhile, on the top side, the gank that River's going for coming through.
He dodged the cocoon, but he's got nowhere else to run, boys. That is first blood for Golden Guardians.
Trapped in the alcove.
Where TSM's going to start up this Drake. Probably going to get this one for free, but not a big deal. The Rift Herald, of course, more important for them advancing this early game win con.
Yeah, they need the gold acceleration to hit those spikes earlier so that they can get to that. When to use this Rift Herald sooner than later, as plates will be going down. As Chime looks for an opportunity all in onto Huhi. He throws down the Silence Shroud down and pops the barrier, hoping the Wish as well, but they want this kill so badly, TSM! But there's not a completed item spike for Gory quite yet. It's just components, so the shock blasts don't hit as hard as they would like, but they're going to go for the engage. Boogie engages, but gets blown up by the burst damage from Golden Guardians, and there's no rebuttal from the side of TSM. They're forced out of the river.
Boogie just stranded ahead of the rest of the team. They had the cage to try and protect him, try and maybe find a way out for him, but it was too easy for the rest of Golden Guardians to collapse down onto him. That also means that TSM are going to have to back off this Dragon. Like you said, that Dragon stacking, not really a real win con of theirs anyways, but this is going to start it in Golden Guardians' favor.
Take another look at those jungler rankings that we did on the analyst segment.
I got to move my head a little further to the riverside, you're saying? Maybe?
The cope angle is that the Soraka Silence is throwing a big rut in the entire wheel chain.
It's comp diff, as you can see!
Elise and Ezreal and Soraka. This duo, this trio, I did not expect to be this potent, but they are making damn short work of TSM's HP bars.
River gets out to the minion just a little bit ahead, and they're going to be able to easily redouble their efforts. The tower's also going to die, so huge value on the pick here. Golden Guardians effectively snowballing ahead.
This is the trio kind of Golden Guardians. Gory not as involved, but River and Huhi actually take this team fight. So it's a clever idea knowing that Golden Guardians are going to be moving as an objective. Oh, maybe they actually will take this fight.
Huge decimating smash from Licorice, and the silence prevents Boogie or Maple from being able to do anything. Chime tries to...
You were stunned. Maple was stunned from 100% to 0.
Then silenced.
The body hit the ground immediately.
Uh-oh. Now Wild Turtle forced to use the Featherstorm. A flank from Chime and Solo on the right side. The repel. They tried to time the Rupture on Reverse Descent, but it's not even necessary. They still have the burst damage to get that shutdown. And now Boogie is a spider. He's going to walk away with it.
As a priority for Golden Guardians, they have to play off the early lead, have to snowball with the poke comp. They're going to go for a dive, though.
And Solo's got no flash to walk away from this one. Easy pickup for 6A. Or a kill opportunity there.
All right, teleport in. They want to go for this pincer movement. Veigar on the flank. Maple, can he get a good cage here?
They know Huhi doesn't have flash. That might be the target. He walks right into the Soraka, right point blank, and the rest of TSM fall up beautifully. And now Boogie gets to be Soraka, looks for the silence of his own, but he will want to reset back to Viego, as he now gets to be a little bit more durable. It's 5-on-4 for TSM.
That's that flank for TSM. They see 25 seconds on the Dragon spawn, and they go for the teleport play. They surgically remove the Soraka, but they sustain a lot of damage in the process, and they're going to give up the objective in the aftermath, teleporting Solo out to push on the top side and try and collect the remnants of that outer tower.
I mean, they insta-punish the flashless Soraka after that overeager play by Huhi. Still could not stick around for the tail end of that fight because they'd used basically all their cooldowns on that. But still, a nice little extra influx of gold that you can find there.
If they can't get the remnants
Golden Guardians set up control in this jungle quadrant. The TSM still have 2 wards into these bushes, so they look for the pick onto Licorice. He's a tank, but they are bursting away at his health rapidly. But Wild Turtle, flanked by River, is forced to retreat. Use the Featherstorm, still has 2 summoner spells, but he's out of this fight as Solo finally gets blasted by Gory.
huge power move right now. He sees 8,000 health. It's quickly dropping.
Licorice is marking on the right side. Golden Guardians start to peel off, keeping it at 5,000 HP, but they just turn right onto TSM, knowing that Chime cannot be there for long. And that's another member down as Golden Guardians return to the Baron.
Golden Guardians using Huhi to stay topped up. He's getting low, but such a good job baiting over and over again, forcing TSM to keep walking into this blind river, getting picks left and right. Even if they don't get the Baron, they can keep doing this and finding more and more gold.
Can they get vision, though? Boogie is still around. He has the Heartbreaker to get over the wall. They're burning it down. This could be a flip, but 1,000 HP. They have no vision, as you called it, Mark, and that means that is because of it.
Yeah, is it really a pick if it's on the Scion?
No, not really. You're absolutely right. I mean, Wild Turtle's getting some damage, but he's now forced to use the... but the River's approaching from the left side, and he already used the Featherstorm, so he's got no way out of this one, but they don't get a chance to punish it. He still has Flash to play with, but he flashed over the wall, and 6A takes him out. TSM are now on the run. No AD carry to support them at this point. Maple trying to put as much damage as he can, but he's not fully online yet. He's just running away as Golden Guardians make short work of TSM.
They're not done yet, Maple? able to get out with the flash. TSM tried to pick a fight with Licorice. They turned that one around, instantly find 3 kills, and Golden Guardians are gonna keep pushing down the spot lane. Look for the inhibitor.
The Golden Guardians are the real deal here. Towards the top of the standings of the LCS, and they're gonna stay there. Breaking open this TSM base, inhibitor down very easily for them.
Maple's trying to hold it off as long as he can.
Forward, get in there, get the job done.
Yeah, 6-0-2 now for Stixxay. Boogie!
Oh my goodness! They tried to look for a 2v1 on Agori, but he's got so much damage in his back pocket. He turns it quickly on Boogie's head. Maple's forced away. Chime could not get there to support the cause fast enough. I mean, it's an 11,000 gold lead for Golden Guardians. They are just moments away from closing it down.
And I love this from them. From draft, you could tell as we get another attempted pick.
Continue.
Yeah, you could tell. As soon as the Elise was left up, they were like, oh, we've been waiting for this.
Yep.
We are ready to slam. River Elise, instantly. They could not wait to get the Jace Elise combo locked in, make sure they've got a front line with Licorice secured, and then absolutely run this straight to the bank for themselves. Top inhibitor's also gone. Inhibitor is exposed. Chime's on the flank, though, looking for Huhi.
But Gory is marking him. He charms him up. Does he look for Huhi? Can they find him? But no one else from TSM can get past Licorice and River. So Chime's engage is all for naught as TSM are now pushed to the brink. They're pushed to the very edges of their base. They already lost on solo. Maple stuck in his own cage as Golden Guardians will be able to take them out. Stixxay does fall to Boogie, but it's a trade 1-for-1 while TSM still lose 3, and Golden Guardians will make short work of these towers.
Golden Guardians looking on point today. They had a couple struggles in recent weeks, dropping a couple games, but retaining sole possession of 4th place with this win. Might not close it out here. Oh, I was ramping up.
The crowd agreed. That means we're right, guys.
Obviously, someone is trying to get the Stixxay All-Pro campaign.
He's had a great comeback split.
What's Licorice's campaign right now? Towers don't do any damage, like buff towers. He takes like 6 shots or something in a row there. Wait for the minions to follow up, though.
All right, Licorice looks for Maple, forces the flash. Chime turns around and tries to isolate Gory with the quickness and the charm. The knockup lands true, but Gory just does too much damn damage, and he finally goes down. Wild Turtle rips feathers. Can he outpace Stixxay in his own damage? The Stixxay Arcane shifts backwards. Are TSM actually holding this base? There's no way, right?
They're still scaling. Maple's still scaling on the Vagar. He's still scaling. They are going to lose their last inhibitor, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way they can hold on to it. Just too much damage already done. They will save the game. Have a flank coming in here from Solo.
Still trying to defend here against a Baron setup from Golden Guardians, which should be pretty easy.
Yeah.
Chime is gonna try to mark out vision first, so he gives Boogie that easier access into the Baron pit, but they turn off it. They realize that TSM have the inside track. They pull off, and it should reset.
All right, Turtle.
Oh no! Wild Turtle gets caught out here by Golden Guardians. The silence prevents him from casting Featherstorm or Flash. Solo is taken out as well, and now Gory looking to cut them off on the inside track. Chime is trying to lead a safe passage back for the rest of his teammates to get into the base. Good cage from Maple, holds him off for long. Oh my goodness, Gory! Huge artillery shot class, completely destroys Chime. Boogie falls as well, and there's the closeout of the game that we were looking for. Golden Guardians, an astounding 21-7 stomp. 30 minutes into the game, Golden Guardians take the win.
They say they don't need a Baron to beat TSM.